So here we are in Red Rock Canyon, meeting the Great Khans for the first time. Hello.
Fuck Benny. We'll make him pay for stabbing us in the back.
Who are you pointing at there? No idea. Let's have a...
How much the Great Khans suck. 1, 2, 3. Damn it, too many syllables. Later. Karl's been in a shitty mood since that big explosion at the fort.
Yeah, I did that.
Indulgent. What rhymes with indulgent? No, that's terrible. What do you
Let's
want?
talk to you, Jerry the Punk. What are you doing?
Nothing really. Just trying to psych myself up to try my initiation. Again.
Rah! Rah! It sounded like you were writing poetry.
Oh, you heard that, huh? Okay, so, yeah, I was writing poetry. I know, it's not a very Great Khan-like thing to do. The followers of the apocalypse came to our camp when I was a kid, and they brought a bunch of old books. I used to read pre-war poetry for hours.
I get the impression you're not really in your element here. Why isn't poetry Great Khan-like?
Have you seen this tribe? If it's not an epic drunken ballad of cracking skulls and hearing lamentations, they think it's a waste of time.
It sounds like you're not happy being a Great Khan. Maybe you'd be happier someplace else, like anywhere.
Yeah, maybe you're right. Maybe I can find my true calling, someplace they'll appreciate my poetry. Someplace like the old Mormon fort, maybe. Do you think the followers of the apocalypse would take me? I remember all those books they brought us when they visited our tribe.
Yeah, I'm in tight with the followers. I could ask them for you.
You'd do that? Thanks! I mean, I'd go myself, but what if they said no? The Khans wouldn't take me back, and then I'd have nobody.
Yeah, good idea. What is this initiation?
Everybody has to do it. Well, everybody who wants to be a Khan anyways. They toss you into the ring there and beat on you for a solid minute. If you survive, you're in.
Apparently my only option is to say that doesn't sound so bad, but it does kind of sound quite bad.
Sure, maybe not if you're some hulking reprobate like Regis or big to the gills like Jack. I've tried 5 times and still haven't made it.
Hold on,
What rhymes with indulgent?
didn't he say that if you survive, you're in?
that's terrible.
So does that mean he's gone in 5 times and died 5 times? Because that doesn't quite add up to me. Over here is the Red Rock Drug Lab. I happen to know this. These guys are good for if you need some little pick-me-up. Not that I need a pick-me-up right now, but you never know when I might. So, who have we have here? Jack? Diane.
You're not one of my regulars. What do you want?
I'm looking to make a few caps. Got any work for me?
You look like you could handle yourself in a fix. All right, I'll tell you what. Anders, one of my best runners, is overdue to report back. If you can find out what happened to him, I'll give you some real work.
Sure, just tell me who I'm looking for and where to start. Well, she said Anders.
About 3 weeks ago, I sent Anders southeast to find a route into Arizona, to open new markets for our product. He should have been back 2 days ago, but there's been no sign of him.
Okay, I'll be back as soon as I have any news.
Thanks. Prove you're reliable on this, and I'll have more for you later.
You're welcome. Jack.
Whoa, new guy.
I'm looking to make a few caps. Got any work for me?
Diane handles most of the transactional elements of this little enterprise, but I'm always in the market for new recipes if you've got the spark.
Sure I have. Science, I know a few recipes for chems you might want. I could teach you.
Right on. What have you got?
I can teach you to make slasher.
Right on. Let's have it.
Screen fades to black. He gets it. Oh,
Groodalicious. That ought to rake in
Groodalicious.
the caps. What do I owe you?
No charge, just helping out.
Right on, right on. You're a pretty hip cat.
More recipes.
Right on. What have you got?
Yes, I noticed I've got party time mentats
Right
and
on.
rocket in there
Let's
as well.
have it. Groodalicious. That ought to rake in the caps. What do I owe you?
Yeah.
Right on, right on. You're a pretty hip cat.
Yeah, and have another one.
Right on. What have you got?
Rocket.
Right on. Let's have it.
He says right on a lot. And he says groodalicious more than I'd really like as well.
Groodalicious. That ought to rake in the caps. What do I owe you?
No charge.
Right on, right on. You're a pretty hip cat.
Okay, what have you got for sale?
Oh, you're buying. Cool.
I'm going to buy some Medex, and I have a reason for that, which is that I want to sell it to the followers of the apocalypse to make them my friends. Right, party time mentat, so I already got loads of those. Apparently not. Let's see, they give me charisma +5, that might be useful in a scrape, let's go for it. Psycho damage +25, yes. Slasher, oh that's useful stuff when you're going into a fight, let's have that. And a bit of steady. Right, can I sell him anything? I'm not sure if I'm ready. I'm carrying some Raider Band Lanz's armors. Not sure if I want to part with them. No, not sure there is really anything here I want to get rid of at this point. So let's just accept that transaction.
Pleasure doing business with you.
Yeah, sure. Have you considered making more helpful chems?
What do you mean, helpful? My stuff already makes people feel groodalicious.
Stop using that word! If groodalicious means dead, maybe think of the children, man. The children!
I don't know what you've been smoking, but where can I get some?
I want to go back
Take it
through
easy,
that
dude.
speech check. Yeah. Oh, and I'm liked. I do need to sort out my H2O food slip. Yes. Definitely the water is high on the priorities list. Let's have some purified. Actually, have I got any dirty water? No, it's going to be purified. And a bit of food as well. Gecko steak. Right. Yeah, so let's have a go at that speech check. Let's put on our naughty nightwear. That's the one. And I think I'm going to need to take a meeting people as well. Let's have another crack.
How's my most favoritist friend?
What was that hand signal he just made?
What do you mean, helpful?
There, must skip. But think of all the people who overdose on Jet and Psycho. It's bad for your karma.
Oh, you're right. I should start a side project making meds to keep my aura clean.
Okay, cool. And how's the medical work going?
Already on it. I whipped up a few stim packs already. But if you've got any more recipes, I'll take them.
I don't think I have got any.
Right on.
I can teach you to make super stim packs.
Right on. Let's have it.
And I'm going to be hungry and thirsty again, aren't I?
Groodalicious. That ought to rake in the caps. What do I owe you?
No charge, just helping out.
Right on, right on. You're a pretty hip cat.
I think I'm done with this guy
Take
for
it
now.
easy, dude.
I will.
Any luck finding Anders?
Not yet, but I had more questions.
Okay. But please find him as soon as you can.
What do you have for sale?
Jack handles the small-time purchases.
No, nothing.
You should talk to him unless you're looking for a major shipment.
Right on, right on. Groodalicious.
Anything else?
Nah, see you later.
Bye.
Bye. Let's head
Papa
back.
says cut off the head and the snake will die. I guess the chairman's days are numbered.
Yeah, sure. Alright, let's make our way back through this dark canyon to the rest of the Khan encampment. In fact, I wonder if there's maybe even somewhere that I can sleep. Because this is tricky stuff. I can't see much. How do you guys see? Bit of smoke up there. Yeah, let's head up there, see if there's somewhere we can bunker down for the night. Around here. Let's see. But I'll get in trouble if I use that. Well, let's see.
Okay.
No one can see
I'll
me.
do my best.
What's this? Oh, I can't sleep in that. Darn it. Right, okay. Let's head back over here. Let's finish meeting the Great Khans. And then we can get back to Novak and sleep in our own bed. Nice, this is looking promising. What have we got here? Oh, lovely markings. Very nice. That's it. Right. So firstly, are there any enterable? Great Khan, empty footlocker. Duffel bag probably doesn't have anything worth having in it. No, paperweight. Let's go into this building over here to advance the quests. Oh, we can finally get a closer look at one of these things. What is this? Oh, it's not actually made from some kind of animal head. Yeah. Well, it's not quite as grotesque as I was worried it might be, but it's still fairly unpleasant. Hello, everybody. The Great Khan.
Hello.
All nameless Great Khans. Look at all this stuff. Nice. Anyone in here? Karl, who are you?
Caesar's veterans will arrive from Arizona soon, and there will be no stopping our victory.
Who are you?
My name is Karl. Glorious Caesar has sent me as an emissary to the Great Khans as a token of our alliance.
Oh, righto. What alliance?
In exchange for Great Caesar's promise of all the lands west of New Vegas, the Khans have agreed to fight alongside the Legion when the time comes.
Oh, have you now? What does the Legion want with you?
Though they have been cruelly oppressed by the NCR, the Khans remain great warriors. The Legion is honored to have such allies in battle.
Oh, I see. So it's not so much that Legion like the Great Khans as the Great Khans hate the NCR. What's your role in Caesar's Legion?
I am one of the Frumentari. It is my duty to scout the waste in Caesar's name and make contact with any tribes that might serve a useful purpose. You might say I'm somewhere between a scout and an ambassador. I'm assigned here as part of the alliance between the Legion and the Great Khans.
Okay, we're going around in circles now.
Speak then.
That's
Yes,
my other question.
goodbye.
Goodbye. Oh, what's in the footlocker? Karl's journal. Ooh. Hidden. Detected. Is my torch on? No, now it is. Hidden.
Morning.
Nobody knows I'm here. But I have got Karl's journal. I wonder if that's telling. Exactly under misc. Indeed it is. Oh. Oh my, okay. Right, yes. That's
Papa
worth knowing.
says cut off the head and the snake will die.
Does he now?
I
Does
guess
he?
the chairman's days are numbered.
Quite like to meet
Karl's
this
been
Papa
in a
chap.
shitty mood since that big explosion at the fort.
Oh yes, I suppose he would be, seeing as he is he. Right. Well, no one much here at the moment. Let's try waiting for a short amount of time, just in case they turn up. Who are you? Regis.
I haven't seen you before. What brings you to the Great Khans?
I'm not answering his questions in any of these. Tell me about Papa Khan.
Papa is one of the best leaders the Khans have ever had. He's kept us together through all of our hardships, ever since we left California. Bitter Springs changed him, though. He started to really hate the NCR after the massacre. And sometimes I worry that's poisoned his mind.
What did you mean about it poisoning his mind?
I probably shouldn't be saying anything, but it seems Papa's been making decisions based more on his desire for revenge than what's good for the tribe.
I see.
This alliance with
Yes.
Caesar, for one thing. I have my doubts about it.
Yeah, me too. What kind of doubts?
I just don't trust the words of Caesar's ambassador that much. He's promising a lot, and I don't see the advantage for him. It makes me suspicious.
You are a very perceptive fellow. Other questions?
Sure. Go ahead.
What's your opinion of the NCR?
That's a complicated question. They've done horrible things to our people, to be sure, and I've gladly killed many of their soldiers in battle. But I can't bring myself to hate them the way Papa does. Things would damn sure be better for us if they were in charge than Caesar.
So if you were in charge of the tribe, you'd fight with the NCR against Caesar, if asked.
I suppose if asked I would, but that's a moot point, because Papa's in charge now, and he's not going anywhere.
I might be able to talk him round. Goodbye.
Until next time.
Until next time.
Soon, Caesar will send in his best troops from the Arizona campaign. The NCR won't know what hit them.
Well, let's wait for another hour and see who turns up this time. No one yet. Have you dyed your hair? Nope. It's Papa Khan.
So the cub enters the wolf's den. What do you want, cub?
I've come to ask the great Khans to break their alliance with Caesar's legion.
Have you now? Well, you're a bold one, I'll give you that. But why should I do this for you?
Do you really think Caesar is going to restore your tribe to glory? You'll be made slaves.
Ha! The great Khans will not be slaves. Caesar himself has promised us the land from here to the Colorado and the freedom to raid as we see fit. I won't hear any more talk against Caesar or his alliance.
Oh, come on.
The great Khans will answer Caesar's call to war,
I've got
and the
Karl's
NCR
journal.
will pay for their crimes.
Come on, can I whip this out yet? What? Can't I use the journal? Farewell.
Farewell.
I want to use the journal. How do I use the journal? Maybe Regis knows.
You honor the great Khans with your presence. What can I do to help you?
Who are you?
Name's Regis. I'm Papa Khan's advisor and right-hand man. I'm also the chief enforcer of the tribe's laws, so watch your behavior.
Why can't I
Until
show them
next time.
this journal?
It's always a pleasure to see you around the camp.
I know I'm brilliant. Who are you?
You march all the way out to Red Rock Canyon, enter my home as bold as you please, and you have no idea who I am?
Well, I wouldn't normally
You
ask.
got guts, I'll give you that. Well then, let me educate you. I am the chief of the great Khans. The Khan of Khans, if you like. This is my tribe, and these are my people.
Can you tell me about your people?
You want to hear the story of the great
no,
Khans?
not really.
It's a long one, full of honor, glory, and betrayal. We have suffered, but we will regain our glory.
Your eyelashes are eyebrows are clipping through your sunglasses. That looks painful. Short version? Yeah.
In a hurry, are you? Very well, then. The great Khans came east, out of the NCR 14 years ago. We ruled the wastes then, and called no man master. But we underestimated the families of the Strip, and they drove us back to Bitter Springs, where we remained until the NCR arrived and drove us here.
What happened at Bitter Springs?
When the NCR came to the Mojave, we thought they would be easy pickings. We raided their caravans, their towns, their camps. They couldn't stop us.
Yeah, you kind of
At least
started
that's
it.
what we thought. They tracked us to Bitter Springs and surrounded us. When our children, our sick and old, fled through a nearby pass, the NCR gunned them down.
That is horrible. Yeah.
It's because of that we have sworn to take revenge on the NCR. With our new allies in Caesar's Legion, we will crush them.
Oh, this just keeps escalating. How did the three families defeat you?
They allied with Mr. House, the self-proclaimed master of New Vegas. He supported them with the resources of New Vegas. Weapons, technology, caps. They were better equipped, and we could not stand against them.
On second thoughts, let's talk about something else.
Typical. No reference for history in the younger generations.
Bye-bye.
Farewell.
Right, I need to find someone to show Karl's journal to. Well, there's one
Share
chest.
whiskey with me sometime?
Don't know who asked, but yeah, that's the default yes. Hoping that whoever eventually occupies this last chair might be more interested in the literature. Come on, we've nearly waited a whole day here. And I'm not getting any healthier. Three hours this time. Oh, no, apparently this chair remains permanently unoccupied.
Evening.
Let's see if I can challenge Karl.
Greetings in the name of Kaiser.
No.
Yes, goodbye.
Sorry for wasting your time, buddy.
I heard you try to convince Papa Khan not to join with Caesar's Legion.
Oh, here we go.
I'd like to talk to you about that for a moment.
Yes, outside. What is it you had in mind?
You want to convince Papa not to ally with Caesar, right? Trust me, you'll get nowhere just talking to him
Yeah, I
about
figured
it.
that out by myself.
He's fixated on restoring the glory of the great Khans, and he sees Caesar as the path to that restoration.
I know what I do. I show him the journal.
Papa can be a stubborn man, but he's not a tyrant. He listens to his tribe, and to 4 voices in particular. Me, Jack, Diane, and Melissa. If you can convince all of us that allying with Caesar is a bad idea, you might be able to sway him.
Aren't you convinced already, if we're having this conversation?
I have my doubts about Caesar, yes, but I won't publicly go against Papa Khan based on nothing more than doubts.
What about a journal?
I've heard rumors that tribes who aligned with Caesar in the past were torn apart and reduced to slaves. Prove it, and I'll back you.
Oh.
All right. What is it you wanted?
Oh, I accidentally clicked. Let's goodbye
Until
for now.
next time.
No, not arcade. I want to talk to Regis.
Something else you wanted?
Oh, talk more about the alliance.
What do you want to know?
Tell me again what I need to do to convince.
Papa can
blah,
be a...
blah, blah,
If you...
blah. Right. What about Jack and Diane? What would convince them?
You'd have to talk to them, but those two have been thick as thieves since they were kids. Convince one, and the other will come around.
Righto. What about Melissa?
Ah, Melissa. She's a bit of a dreamer. Last time she was in camp, Karl filled her head with stories of serving the Legion as a speculatore. Personally, I've never seen a woman in Legionnaire's armor, so I have my doubts.
Yeah, I'm right there with you. Okay, I'll see what I can do to convince everyone.
Good. Oh, one more thing. Caesar's representative, Karl, has become fast friends with Papa. Karl's the one who has him so fixated on this alliance. You'll probably have an easier time of things if you can find a way to get him out of the picture.
I'll keep that in mind.
I would too, if I were you.
Right. Can I show Papa the chuffing journal now?
The runners are saying that the NCR is sending in their elite shock troops to try and push back the Legion.
Oh man, have they got a sink? I'm incredibly thirsty. What do you guys do when you need a drink? Okay, let's talk to Papa again.
Ah, you're back. What else do you need?
Ah, at last. You should look at this. It's Karl's journal, and it's very revealing of his true opinions.
Let me see that. Filthy savages. Probably have to decimate the lot of them. Are these the words of our friend, Caesar? Great Khans, drive Caesar's dog out of our camp. If he's too slow to flee, kill him.
Ha ha, yes, yes.
Hey!
Yes. Oh. Oh, that's him. Brilliant. Yeah, I'll take that. Right, now. Yes.
I'm beginning to hear troubling rumors from my advisors. Would you know anything about that?
I certainly would.
Farewell.
Farewell. Right.
Hey.
Soon, Caesar will send in his best troops from the Arizona campaign.
Right, Regis. How are you
You're
doing
becoming quite the political agitator. I can't say I'm displeased.
now? Absolutely right. Let's talk more about the alliance.
What do you want to know?
Tell me what I need to do to
Papa
convince
can
him.
be a stubborn man, but he's not a tyrant. He listens to his tribe, and to 4 voices in particular. Me, Jack, Diane, and Melissa. If you can convince all of us that allying with Caesar is a bad idea, you might be able to sway him.
Okay, I'll see what I can do.
I would too, if I were you.
Apparently Papa's
NCR
not
won't know what hit
convinced yet.
Soon Caesar will send in his best troops from the Arizona.
Well, we have great issues with thirst here, so let's see if we can fast travel back to Novak. I'm worried that we might not be able to because we're too thirsty.